Hello, all the light workers and star seeds out there. This is Cody Golden Elk from the Star Lodge Healing Center in Lake George, Colorado. And we're here to continue reading the channels from the Pleiadian star woman RaTesh and my guardian angel Aria. Today's date is October 7th, 2015. And these channels, this particular one, is from August 4th, 2015 at 5:45 a.m. The question we ask is, how can we best proceed with the work of getting both the angelic and Pleiadian messages of truth and light out to the earth people? And RaTesh answered, "Ah, yes, my beloved, it is RaTesh, and I have been waiting patiently for your telepathic call. But we Pleiadians have been very busy upon the earth. You should, if you choose or want to assist us, set up your video system and post our channelings upon your internet. Many will see them, and they, of course, will correspond with the other messages that our other channels are putting out. But we see that relatively few, as usual, will actually listen. For we see that there are still many upon the earth who still don't even believe in the fact of extraterrestrial existence. Many don't have access to computers or internet around the world. We Pleiadians find that, despite your efforts and our efforts, and the efforts of the other light workers and starseeds such as you people, that there is still much darkness upon the earth. So, just stay in the flow and stay in the flow of your knowingness and your beingness inside your spiritual selves, and proceed along with this work, the great light work upon the earth, unattached to outcome or circumstance. There's much we Pleiadians can say, but few who will listen. But we endeavor to assist our younger human brothers and sisters upon the earth. For there are many starseeds coming to the earth now, involved in the reincarnational cycles. Many of them, however, will become trapped or lost in the great dimensional density of the earth. Just as you have become before, Cody, in the layers of muck and mire associated with the dark forces so prevalent in your world. But know that the dark is also out in space, across the galaxies and universes, scattered and intermingled throughout the lower dimensional worlds of causality and form. We Pleiadians, too, deal with both the light and the dark, but on a different level of those of you trapped upon the earth. So our messages will come from many sources, and we do appreciate your time and efforts. Cody, we have heard your call for that of more physical evidence, so that the earth humans will be more apt, more inclined to listen to our messages. But the debate in our councils favors little of this, since we Pleiadians underestimated all the dark problems associated with such endeavors, as our case with Billy Meyer illustrates. And what RaTesh is talking about here is the case of Billy Meyer in Schmid-Rudy, Switzerland. You people that are unfamiliar with it can Google it on the internet. It's one of the best known documentations of the Pleiadians. It was back in the mid-70s, 1970s, and he has hundreds of beautiful pictures taken with his Olympus 35mm camera. They have a variety of things. There's a book out called Messages from the Pleiades, and in this case, Billy Meyer agreed to work with them to help them gently awaken humankind to the fact of extraterrestrial, but they ran into all kinds of problems. And that's what RaTesh is talking about here. So RaTesh continues. This has not fully been decided upon, and we leave room for future changes in your and our situations to see if pictures, etc., will be allowed again. There is an ever-increasing risk to us and our beam ships and technology from the Earth's governments and shadow governments, as they too have extraterrestrial technology from a variety of sources. Their secret weaponry and technology has grown at an astounding rate, and the U.S. government and shadow government apparatus has been working for and controlled by the Gray, the Draconians, and the insectoid Dark Service to Self Alliance. Indeed, they have been conducting, in high secrecy of course, murderous campaigns against anyone who spills the beans, so to speak. And RaTesh is laughing here in the channel. She says, we find that this word game in English is so funny about these covert operations. The true level of darkness of them, of the governments and shadow governments, is almost unfathomable to the normal, regular people of Earth. So, begin your videos, and we shall assist, and we appreciate your efforts as we see that you are both sick with my diabetes and tired as well. So stay in your flow and prepare your survivor gear and the things, and the best protection for you, of course, as we have already said many times before, for all of you out there, is to stay centered and balanced and ready to accept and hear your guidance from your angel sources, from the Pleiadians, from your trusted guides. Rest now, my love, and we shall resume soon. This is RaTesh. Now, the next channel came at 4:11 a.m. on August the 10th, 6 days later. And again, today is October 7th, 2015. So the channel begins. It is I, RaTesh, as we Pleiadians have tracked and tasked to monitor and protect you on the earth. We know your great spiritual lineage and our numerous incarnations as one of us, and what you're doing and have been doing to serve both the light and our Pleiadian mission upon the earth in your current physical form, in this current incarnation. So we monitor, watch, and observe the events around you as we also go about our other and our own Pleiadian duties upon the earth. It is funny to us and laughable, as you say, that the various earth governments and shadow governments and factions of earth humans now on earth today truly think that this is their planet and fight so viciously amongst themselves for control of it. But the truth is much deeper than that, my love. As other, much more highly advanced extraterrestrial groups and races control Earth now. But in Earth human, third-dimensional understanding, which is so very limited, the truth is that Earth exists in various, multiple dimensions of space-time, and there are different groups, such as the Draconians, Greys, and Insectoids, each controlling various dimensions. In other words, dear one, and by the way, it was so good to channel with you again, as we have missed this form of connection with you, but realize your earthly duties and chores and physical problems have indeed been great. Cody, I say to her, to RaTesh, please slow down, because I'm writing these channels and it's very hard to keep up with her. Please slow down, for after all, I'm just a poor, pitiful, two-legged earth human. And RaTesh begins laughing and says, yes, we agree, and we see your humility, which delights us. So, back to my thoughts, which are so multiply nested, long, and big from your earth human consciousness perspective. In other words, dear one, different ET groups control different dimensional aspects of Earth, as the planet herself is truly both a physical and a spiritual being, as each of us humanoids are, whether Pleiadian or Earth human. We are all both spiritual and physical beings, operating simultaneously on multiple dimensions of space-time. So it is indeed laughable to us Pleiadians, which see things from this higher dimensional perspective, where time itself is not linear. Ah, dear one, we see that you have picked up telepathically on some of our Pleiadian school teachings of higher dimensional physics. In this, RaTesh means I was seeing the equations, because in this lifetime I have degrees in mathematics and physics, and while I was working on my master's degree in physics, I flew the space shuttle simulator at NASA, so I see things in mathematical terms a lot, and she's talking about how I'm picking up on her telepathic thoughts in her mind. So she continues. The others are also aware of this telepathically and have okayed this info to come to you. But we must be careful how much information is leaked to your Earth's governments and shadow governments, who so voraciously use any and all new technology information for power, avarice, greed, and weapons manufacture. And I say to RaTesh, you are feeling frisky, no? And RaTesh answers, ah, yes, my dear, my spirit loves to be free, and it is a great joy to me to be in your energy and be connected as one with you in this telepathic fashion. So I see in your mind, Cody, the great fear inside you about your shadow government of the CIA, as they have indeed murdered many upon your Earth. But do not worry about them until the time comes. There's that word again, time. Ha ha. We will assist you as we did Billy Meyer to protect you. And what RaTesh is talking about here, if you study the Billy Meyer case, once they began taking pictures of the Pleiadians, he was meeting with another Pleiadian cosmonaut named Semyazi. They had physical contacts, just like me and RaTesh. The intelligence agencies sat up on him from countries in Europe, and the CIA and British MI6, all of them. And he had 19 assassination attempts, 19 of them on him. And the Pleiadians helped him to keep him alive to do the work, because the intelligence agencies wanted to tail Billy to get to the ships and steal them and get the technology and the drive system and the weapon system and everything else. So that's what she's talking about here. So RaTesh continues. Just listen in telepathically to our orders and guidance, and we see now that you don't like that word orders. Good. A rebellious spirit. That is just what us Pleiadians like. And that's what a lot of you light workers and starseeds have out there, is a rebellious spirit. So, that was the channeling from August 4th and August 10th combined, and we excerpted some of them. We have many more channels to get caught up with in this series. And then right now, as we speak, today's date's October 7th, 2015, there's channelings coming in almost every day now. So as you can see, we're about 2 to 3 months behind on trying to get these things out so that the information can be used to assist those of you who listen. Also later on, Kim Ravenhawk and I at the Star Lodge are going to be doing some advanced metaphysical series and actually showing you how you people can open and learn how to channel this stuff yourself. You can look through your own heart and your own minds. You don't have to rely on Billy Meyer or me or Barbara Marciniak or anyone else. Once you learn how to telepath and raise your consciousness up, this is about empowering the people. This is about helping the people of Earth, not for money, not for fame. It is about helping the Earth Mother and the creatures upon her in the highest and best truth and the highest and best light. May the light and the love of God come through us and upon us And we thank our Pleiadian sisters and brothers. And we thank all of you for the work that you're doing here upon the earth. If you find these messages resonate, help spread them and help get them to those few people who need them. This is Cody Goldenell, and today's date is October 7th, 2015. May the light and the love of God come through you and upon you.